Hello, and welcome to episode number 15 of Lost But Not the Rotten. I'm your host, Niko, they, them, and I am joined as always by Sparkletone, they, them.
Hello. Hi.
We also have Peregrine, they, them.
You may be asking yourself, how did I get in this situation? Well, it all started in Majula when I fell down a hole.
You're
You
only
can't get a
supposed to
content
play...
strike.
Yeah, Was that 6 seconds? I think that's the limit.
And you also heard Mo, he, him.
I'm not going to get us a content strike. Hi, everybody. What's up?
Hey. Well, the rules for the series are 1, no playing copyrighted music on the stream. 2, I'm only allowed to play the 2 hours a week for these recordings, no playing on the side. 3, I'm not allowed to look anything up or write anything down. I can only rely on my memory and coaches for advice. And 4, no backseating in the chat. These episodes are recorded in advance anyway. So last week, we killed the Rotten, which is our second Great Soul.
Mm-hmm.
Which was kind of surprising to me because we basically didn't really go down that far of that spoke. Like it was just down the well and then through. We did the Grave of Saints was a completely optional area, and then the gutter, and then that didn't have a boss, and then we got down to the Black Gulch, I think.
Yep.
That zone was pretty short, thankfully, because it was kind of annoying, and then found a boss. So. If I recall, we have some extra stuff to do down there, and other things we can do are go back to the Iron Keep, and we also have a door over in the I can never remember the zone names. Something about giants.
Forest of the Fallen Giant.
Yes. We have to go unlock that and see what lies there.
Yeah, so my recommendation would be let's do the cleanup in the Black Gulch, and then since we found the key to that door that you were just mentioning in the Iron Keep, let's go check out that door before we head back to the Iron Keep.
Okay. I think I was with you for like half of that. Because the Black Gulch has a thing that I want us to... Well, it has 2 things.
Yeah, we're doing that.
Well,
we're doing that first.
Yeah, we're gonna do that first.
However, who cares about a door? You got
There's
a key.
We should see that door. That door will
We need
not
to know
take
what's
long.
behind it.
Keys
I
open
know.
doors, Mo.
I know what's behind that door, and I think we should take the detour.
I don't know what's behind that door, and am single-minded.
The Black Gulch stuff isn't going to take long, and neither should that door, really. But we'll see.
Oh, the other thing that we were going to do is maybe head up to my favorite zone, the Lost Bastille, and find that NPC.
Would you like to meet him?
Yeah, we can do that too.
He's a dick. I don't like him at all.
Well, right now he's not a dick, he's a stone. But I guess we'll have to change him from one form to another. He is still worth meeting. Don't get me wrong.
Some stones can be dicks.
Okay, so 2. I need 2 chunks, and I have 0. And okay.
Let's see what Chloanne is selling currently. Not because I think we should buy anything right now, just because we've done some stuff. So maybe no. Oh, really?
Yeah, still just shards and one of those.
I was thinking she might have upgraded to large shards once you get second soul, but I'm not sure.
Still just small shards and Mo juice.
Is that what it is now? Is that what's in those?
Yep.
That's what happens when you put your hand through the egg.
What?
Well,
I gotta check this out.
That was
It's been a
actually
little while.
That was actually like a plot point of, there was a story I remember reading a lot in elementary school that was like a Hanukkah story about a guy who had to like ward off a different demon for each night of Hanukkah, and like to demonstrate his strength and scare one away, he crushes a hard-boiled egg.
Man, now I want to go look up the first episode on my phone and find out what that number was when we started. Yeah, let's just do some levels.
Yeah. Didn't really find anything particularly useful to spend that on.
I don't
Wait,
think
what number was when we started?
the death
Deaths.
counter on the monument.
Yeah, we were under it was under 300 million when we started, so it's been more than
so it's,
10 million people have died.
Wow. I can't believe we've died 10 million times.
I mean, the time just flies when you're playing Dark Souls 2, you know?
I mean,
Time flies when time dot is.
What was I doing? I think I was putting points into this, but I'm up to 100 now.
23
So-
would be a perfect place to... 22. Right? Nope, 23. Yeah, let's stop at 102. Let's...
Okay. And then that'll be it for that.
Yep.
And then I have almost enough for another level.
We can pop some
I'm gonna-
soul items.
You're gonna
Yeah, I
need
just
to
need to do
grind
some
some
math.
vitality.
That's a hard pass. 4,500 and change. Okay. We'll just use one of these, see how much that is. Oh, okay. So now I can use one of these.
You got a bunch you can use.
Yeah.
I admire your self-control in only using them to push you over the top. I would have just been like, all the levels.
But I would only get like 2 more levels, so it's just not worth it.
That's 2 points of vitality. So.
I'm gonna put that point in endurance. I just always feel like I'm lacking for stamina.
Sure.
Mhm. That's just my real world problem.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so there's basically 2 things we're going to be seeing.
Oh, that person
I guess which one we're doing first will be decided by which of the 2 bonfires you went to. All right. Actually, you know what? Let's do the other one first because that'll be quicker. So go to the first Black Gulch bonfire.
Okay.
So light a torch just to make this a little easier to see.
That's not the right. That's not the right thing.
Need
either.
to step real close.
Yeah.
I do that all the time too. So we want to step out of this little cave, and we are looking for a little platform off the cliff to the right. It'll be past these first couple statues.
All right. Let me just take care of these.
Yeah. Yeah, take care of the next statue also.
Try fire hole.
Yeah, try looking over here. Might be a little
No.
further on. You can kind of
see
see
a little-
the blood stains. Yeah, that's what we're looking for.
Okay. So let's take care of these.
Yeah, take care of those. And I think those 2 should be enough.
This
Yeah,
one looks like the right.
there's a note there. Yep.
Yeah.
right there.
Let me give him a little bit of a boost.
So
Has anyone tried
step
below?
very carefully.
No!
Nope.
Yep, you gotta just nudge it because it's a very thin
Yeah.
ledge.
That's fine.
I have not,
It's not like I have anything to
Peregrine,
lose.
to answer your question. Below the game,
Yeah, that was...
yeah, I have not. I wish it appealed to me more because it looked really cool, but everything I've heard makes
What
it
is that
sound
note
like
over by the
something I
wall?
wouldn't engage with that hard.
Thank you, gamers.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, there is a hole, And
I was
3 of them, in fact.
hoping they would say something about it looking like a face.
They did that with a message that I saw last time we played. I think it was like referencing the fact that it kind of looks like a Ferris Lockstone thing.
I feel
Now
like
there's a rock that is sometimes a dick.
I feel like
Yes.
I'm in the small group of people for whom Below, despite its perhaps flaws, I feel like I could really get into it. But it is not out on a platform I own, so...
Do I still need this torch out?
Yeah. We have plenty.
Okay.
We have 2.5 hours. And
Oh!
hey, look who it is.
Oh, you
Give
My
us
thoughts.
smooth.
are very scattered.
Uh-oh.
What is this curse? The question rings in my mind, but I haven't the focus to answer it. Loss frightens me no end. Loss of memory, loss of self. If I were told that by killing you I would be freed of this curse, then I would draw my sword without hesitation.
Wow, are you breaking up with me,
I
Lucatiel?
don't want to die. I want to exist. I would sacrifice anything at all for this. It shames me, but it is the truth. Sometimes I feel obsessed with this insignificant thing called
Who's ready for some Descartes?
Even so, I am compelled to preserve it. Am I wrong to feel so? Surely you do the same in my shoes. Maybe we're all cursed.
When do we get access to those shoes?
We're born.
I don't want to answer that question.
Sometimes I feel
I can DM it
obsessed
to you later.
with
Okay.
this even so.
I remember them in Dark Souls 3.
Maybe we're all in a moment we're
Yeah, her gear and sword is in Dark Souls 3.
Yeah, like it's
yeah,
a pretty early
so,
set.
that was the thing we needed to see at the first bonfire, so we can Homeward Bone or just do the regular one that throws away our 400 souls.
Wait,
Or
isn't
just-
there
Or just
Or we
run
just
back
run.
up.
Yeah.
isn't there another thing we need to do down here?
There is, but it's easier to get to from the other bonfire. That works.
That is another way to do it.
No,
Yeah,
totally.
that'll do it.
That's actually...
DM you just to make sure we're thinking of the same thing.
There is a second thing, but it is easier to get to from the other bonfire, and before we get sidetracked, so that is the same Lucatiel dialogue if you she says the same thing if before you kill the rotten as after, but
Okay.
But yeah, the thing I was gonna point out was that the last time we saw her at Earthen Peak, she was talking about her memories starting to fade, and now she's kind of further
Yeah,
gone.
she's been.
She's
I think
having a bad-
she
having a
mentioned
bad
that
time.
even the first or second time we talked to her.
Yeah, so this one, you can go out either exit of this room, but we want to walk along the cliff. Torch might help. Kind of the same thing. The platform for this one should be a bit easier.
Well, the only other one only took me 2 tries anyway, so not super worried. Oh, is that? I think I see it.
Yeah. Try that out.
I'm gonna just. Oh, I don't have my staff out. Oh, and I'm lighting myself on fire. That's cool. All right. All right. I am currently poisoned. Oh, I should have dropped the I'm sorry thing for Lucatil. Oh well.
Yeah, there should be another drop down here. Yep.
So
Right
that door looked awfully similar to the one in the gutter that I couldn't open.
Yeah, funny. Funny how that
So
seems.
guessing that it's the same key for both.
It is. But we want to do that door first.
What could be down this path?
Friends!
Well, this is not where I want to be fighting.
sorcerer.
Yeah, except my staff is currently using the hand that I.
So fight him in the dark.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
If only you had a blocking implement right now.
That's
Is
not- no,
gonna
that would
help
be-
I don't
on-
think that wouldn't help at all.
No.
That would actually just.
A good, my good friend The Rock thinks differently.
Well, we don't have any of your good friend The Rock's gear to borrow.
No, I
and
know.
couldn't equip it if we did, so...
Well, that's why I've been pushing for vitality, so you only have yourself to blame.
Wow.
Really trying to help me out there by making me have to blame myself.
It was the collective you.
Oh, okay.
It was the int builder as well. Sure.
Oh, that shouldn't have hit me. I mean, these are only doing like a quarter of my health anyway, so.
Uh-oh. Don't tempt fate like that.
You can only carry stuff in your mind or on your body. You can't do both.
Whoa!
That was awesome.
That was a pro move right there.
As one of your coaches, I'm going to go ahead and say you should not have done that attack into the leap.
That was a
Good job.
extremely
Extremely
good thing.
I may have clenched there for a while.
So, but no, stop. We want to...
I'm trying to... sorry, I wanted to just get my bearing on where I came in from.
Okay.
I think this is where I came in from.
Yeah, so we want to read the description on that key and then walk around the perimeter of this room. It was the forgotten key.
Key found in the gutter. Intricately designed, but of unknown origin. All manner of terrible things have been cast into the gutter of Majula, forming a settlement of filth and chaos. Okay, so based on the design on this key's icon, that seems like it's probably the key that I need for those two doors.
In fact, it is.
I didn't see what the other item was that I got.
Soul of a Giant.
Okay.
Maybe see if that is a special one or just a regular soul item. I honestly forget.
I mean, it's.
Soul of the Last Giant?
No.
Oh, no, that's
that
the
was our
first boss.
first boss soul.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
This one.
Oh.
The soul of a giant who came to conquer Drang Lake. Will the giant's resentment for the king be pacified in death or only emboldened? Can be used to acquire souls. Only ...
I would hang on to that.
Yeah.
I
feel like getting a few souls is probably not worth.
If nothing else, that ellipsis at the end of the sentence and the fact that it goes in a completely separate place in your inventory from the rest of the soul items should maybe be a hint.
Probably don't need this on anymore. Ring of Giants +1 increases poise. Don't really need that, I think.
Getting knocked out of your casting is a bad time.
But
I just don't know if it's gonna. I don't know if it's
homework-
gonna replace one of the other ones I have.
We'll be done with the poison bite ring for a while once we're out of this zone.
Yeah, but
Okay.
I was using this one or the
Yeah.
casting speed, and I feel like reducing enemy poise is more kind of my playstyle than being
Yeah.
Yeah,
all.
we're kind of done with the casting speed one. Our int is high enough that we don't.
Yeah, I think this is the play. Like everything in this build has been just don't get hit at all.
Yeah.
And
Um,
so
Yeah. So we want to homeward bone back to the bonfire, and then we're gonna
is there
do
no-
the first of these drop downs again. We can't get out of
Okay.
here. I don't.
is there nothing else in here?
We can double check, but I'm pretty sure that is it. Oh, there's an
Oh,
elevator.
this looks.
I forgot.
Oh.
I forgot about the elevator. Let's see where this goes.
Wait, no, there's a item in the pot.
Oh.
We can take the
Oh, no.
elevator back down. No
Oh,
elevator.
this must be how you
elevators
get out of
work.
here.
Well, most elevators aren't two cages on a bunch of chains, but you know.
2 chains,
Would
2
you-
cages.
Would you live in an apartment building if this was the elevator?
Does it have stairs?
No, you have to take the cage elevator.
I almost want to say I've been in elevators that have sketched me out more than this, but
No. Got a little float there.
had to
So
take that extra dream drop distance.
those. I'm trying to remember where that elevator lets out.
It's probably just a way back up. It kind of looked like that. What was the how many souls did I have there?
9K.
10K.
Yeah,
It's not
like,
nothing.
I
I'll give it one try to see if I can get it, and if I fail, then I'll just say then it'll be gone. So
yeah, you can just the giants are slow, obviously, so you can just
They
run.
don't respawn, do they?
I do not recall.
Oh wait.
That is the
I
door.
mean,
we need to
you've
go
got a
to.
unique item from them, so.
I gotta remember where this.
It's yep, right there. And then yep. Careful. Good.
Okay. Oh, I was poisoned. Shit.
Well,
Oh,
problem is solved.
Yep. Do we want to figure out where that elevator went to, or nah?
Nah, we don't. It was just to let you back out into the zone. We
Okay.
do want to go through that door, though.
Yeah. This time I will not die from poison.
I have a question for everybody.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
No, this is kind of a fun one.
let's hold the question because maybe we're about to get a bunch of dialogue.
Fair.
Look who it is.
Oh. It's the guy
Nope.
from Bloodborne.
Well, maybe he doesn't have a machine gun here, and he'll talk to us a little more coherently.
Oh, I love big
While the sounds of like death are above me.
Yeah, the giants are very mad. Or somebody's very.
That's
mad.
the worm. That's the
Oh,
big
it's
worm.
the worm.
Yep. Oh, worm? This is like every time I try to have a serious conversation in my apartment when there's construction going on outside. Actually, yeah, shoutouts to RoboWitch, who did a practice stream with me once when I had someone hammering very loudly the floor above, and it was exactly like this.
Was that before save point?
Yeah, that was in preparation.
Nice. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Is that it? This is
I'm-
a Covenant guy for doing dark damage or something?
He's a little more special than that.
You want to be friends with him and impress him and make him your mentor and
Oh, and then you're part of Section 13, and...
Yep.
And, okay, yeah, no, I remember. Got it.
Yep,
What?
that's-
Wait, hold on.
Well, okay.
Where does...
So,
I have to spitball in the chat.
So that guy's name, I wish we had gotten to hear his voice. His name is Dark Diver Grandal. But technically speaking, he is a Covenant person. However, we don't need an item to get him to talk to us. We'll figure that out in due course.
Okay.
But yeah, that's. Just remember that we met a guy in a wheelchair next to a freaky looking stone thing in the ground, and he really likes the dark. That's all we needed to do in the Gulch. So you can run to whatever bonfire you want, and
yeah, let's get out of here.
So funny story about this fellow is that
Forest of Fallen Giants.
When I went down there in my first playthrough, and is largely the reason for my second, like why I played through Scholar of the First Sin after doing everything in Dark Souls 2, is that so when you go in that room with the giants.
I know. Hold on. There's a thing. You can keep going, Mo.
Oh, when you go into that room with the giants, I had just gotten a pyromancy spell, which I forget what it was exactly called, but like fire everywhere could be a paraphrase. The fire doesn't respect walls or doors, and so when I did find that room, it was just a corpse.
Oh no.
Yeah, and I was like, the first time I played through this game was like extremely like couch co-op with a friend, and we would switch off. Like I've talked about this before. I would, take the lead on boss battles. He would take the lead on exploration.
Elevator, Niko.
Yeah.
I thought it was upstairs, up here.
Nope, you're back.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, go back.
Past the dude and on your left. Sorry.
Dude. Yeah, we were extremely glued in on Fextra Life, so we knew exactly what was. Is it that's the Dark Souls wiki, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
There's several, but that is one of the big ones.
It's actually pronounced F Extra Life.
Yeah, so we were on Fextra Life, and we knew exactly what happened there, and it was like it was bad. It was not a fun. We were like, we do that being extremely on Fextra Life, being extremely on extremely obscure forums. Like I accidentally killed this guy. Is there any way to remedy this situation?
Oh, you poor souls.
And the answer was like, no. You gotta do it again.
Is this like gonna burn me?
No, you're fine. Don't touch the actual literal flames.
I try not to. Oh,
yeah,
hello.
This seems like
Aw.
You can target it, so that is not a friend.
Oh,
ooh,
what the heck?
It's a cute enemy, though. I would have.
Oh, that has a lot of health.
That is.
He hit you with his tongue, is what that attack was.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay,
that was
well,
his breath.
This feels like an area I should come back to later.
No, we can do this now. You just need to not stand there and take the attacks. Like, come
I was
on.
looking at the cute enemy.
It's not cute.
He's a cutie.
He's very cute. If multiple things were different, one, I lived in a bigger apartment or house. Two, I had a dedicated room for this hobby. I would have lots of geckos and skinks, and they would be my friends. And
there he is.
I would want one that looks like that guy, because he's friendly. Except for the fact it's not his fault he breathes fire.
Yeah, I guess that's the thing I was gonna say. Is I will grant that they are cute at first blush, but I find if you see it in like a better lit environment, the tongue attack is terrifying, and also breathing giant fireballs everywhere is a good way to
I mean, having
get evicted.
It's like having a tiger for a pet, you know? Yeah. It seems like it's going to be a good idea, but it's not a good idea.
When did that seem like a good idea? At what point in the process?
When they're babies and you
when they're a little
Black
tiny
Tiger,
baby
White
tiger
Jaguar
and they're very
Instagram,
cute.
like 2 years ago.
Ooh.
What?
I'm gonna...
Why are you standing directly in front of him?
Yeah.
Because I wanted to give him a big hug.
Okay, let's double check if we have a fire resist ring. I forget if we do.
You could also couldn't you just run to the thing that you're trying to get to and do the pacifist vegetarian mode for this bit?
But how are you gonna get a hug in if you...
You get a thing and then you just get a hug
okay.
in.
It's okay if we don't. We don't really need one. Just like they are not.
Funny
easy.
thing about
Clearly,
a fire resist ring.
Clearly, you are intended to come here, well after your first time in the area, but just
yeah, I mean,
don't just stand right in the attacks.
If only there was some place that was inundated with fire and its related issues.
Oh, are we gonna talk about the soup in Mario Odyssey again?
That's just spicy soup, and Mario can't hang. That's not.
So I wanted to mention. I've been trying to say this for like 10 minutes, and this guy won't fucking leave me alone. All right. So when I was going the other direction, it was not because I thought this door was up there. It's because I thought the door I needed to go to was the one that was being guarded by the big guy with the armor.
No,
So,
you will know when it is time for that door.
Oh yeah, that door.
If you will if you will recall, when we walk up to that door, a special message pops up on the screen about bearing the sign of the king. So we haven't met no kings.
Touch the bloodstain.
It's only got like 300.
But it's bright and glowy and distracting. So something that I like on Bonfire Side Chat that is relevant to this is they constantly talk about which Dark Souls enemy they would like to have most as like a plush toy. And I think these might be high on my list.
I mean,
candidates.
It's very tough because I feel like you have like that's like. So I'm a big NBA fan, and there are a lot of conversations you have to have that are like, aside from Michael Jordan and LeBron James, who was blah 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 blah. And in this one, I feel like aside from Sif, who because Sif is just the like it's for me it's Sif is what I'm saying.
I mean, yeah, I guess so. If you're into dogs,
I feel like it's maybe not. I would rather take that consideration on like a per game basis, because I mean, the number one answer, like the top, I would say maybe 3 are probably pretty obvious, but when you just have to think about Dark Souls
what are
2
the?
stuff,
You say this, but
3.
like, what are the top 3?
Yeah. Because I just
not obvious to me.
I have a top 3 as well.
It's the dragon lower halves from Lost Izalith. It's these big goofy goobers, and it's the giant worms from the Black Gulch.
I disagree so strongly. It's Sif. It's the basilisks because they're cuties.
Right.
And
that's
I'm
yep.
sort of undecided on their third one, or my third one. Oh no, it's the crystal. It's the crystal trident wielding foes from Dark Souls 1 with no tails.
Let's read
Oh, the Titanite demons?
Yes, Titanite demons.
What?
So hold on.
I thought you were gonna say the crystal lizards.
I don't want to interrupt them talking. I just want to let them talk.
Okay, just that tunnel. We have looked at that tunnel from the other end. Is all I wanted to say.
Okay.
There is more stuff in here, though. Don't go through there yet.
Oh, skeleton. Someone needs to tell not to give up.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I just wanted to make that one quick note.
I want a plush of the skeleton that doesn't give up.
Well, we haven't gotten there yet, but we will.
But like, But like, imagine if you could. Oh, you know what? I have a great idea for Dark Souls merch brainstorm. A real good thing that I like, that is starting to gain traction in the U.S. but is still biggest in Japan is gachapon, where like you have like a set of 6 small toys and you pull a lever and you get like a random one. What if we made gacha for like Don't Give Up Skeletons? And like one of them is the one that's like listening to the wall in Harvest Valley. One of them's just that face down little guy down in here, and one of them's like the canonical Don't Give Up. And then maybe like the hidden secret one is like.
We have a bunch of poison knives, I'm pretty sure. Didn't you buy like 40 of them?
But I can't lock on. It's not giving me a lock on. I was looking for the binoculars.
They will be in the regular inventory? Or maybe in the weapons. I forget which.
While we're looking through this, Mo, what would your pick be for the secret addition to the Don't Give Up Skeleton Gachapon set?
Wait, what? Don't Give Up Skeleton?
Oh no, Mo. I thought your favorite area, though.
Wait, what is it? What? I don't know that I'm under. I feel
Oh
like
my
I'm
God.
missing a key.
You're gonna get some DMs in like 2 seconds. I cannot believe you.
Yeah, I'm with Sparkle on this so
I
much.
feel like I'm missing a key point here.
You don't know the Don't Give Up Skeleton thing? We've been talking about it this entire playthrough.
I might. Wait, I'm gonna just look at the link. Wait, this.
I have helped jog Mo's memory. Hopefully.
Nice no scope on that, Niko.
I was not aware of that.
Well, perhaps today will be a learning experience for us all.
Well, now that you're caught up, the thing is there's a bunch of skeletons that people started writing that for, and they're all good, and we're going to merchandise them. And we need like a secret special best skeleton, and I want to know. It doesn't have to be a skeleton, it can be anything. But what would you include? What would be your dream Dark Souls tiny desk toy?
Oh, I mean, this is very easy for me. It's Ornstein and Smog.
Like a little Don't Give Up Ornstein and Smog?
Yep. Just want Ornstein and Smog on my desk. Yep, that's what I want.
What if it was like you have all these Don't Give Up skeletons, and then the secret is like the real Dark Souls starts here? This is a little Ornstein and Smog.
That works for me.
All right, it's a good answer.
We're doing this the super interesting way. I'm sure this is very entertaining to watch.
Actually, this is a good way to do this, and
I endorse this.
You executed on that very well.
Yeah.
You did that way faster than I did. I'm pretty sure I sniped them all with arrows, which took so long.
Playing some Call of Duty.
Be careful where you're stepping, because there are holes in the floor.
I see that. That's a good message, though. Head ahead.
I always start that way too high for me.
Flame quartz ring. Is that?
Hey,
God, that wasn't even a trapped chest.
Mo, you wanted a fire resist ring, but you wanted us to skip this area. I don't.
I mean, I would never use a fire resist ring because I
Hold
have
on.
big armor. So, like,
Okay.
Well, you're fired.
Was that a glockenspiel?
the noise that you were just making?
No, that ring description was a little spiel about someone named Glocken.
Just gonna ignore it.
Gonna let it go.
Oh, don't give up, skeleton.
The hawk ring is the other reason we came over here, because maybe that'll come in handy someday.
Can't believe
Range
they
of
called it the Hawk
arrows.
Ring and not the Band of the
Okay.
Hawk.
It's the same ring as the first game. It's Ciaran's.
Okay. Did not use a bow in the first game, so.
Well, neither does the lady you get it from.
Rate it, please.
Skeleton's just having a little nap.
Oh, skeleton.
Just going for sleepy time. And this is
that is
where we
the
pass
elevator,
by
but
the elevator.
we can't get through there.
Yeah.
We're done in here. The hawk and the flame quartz ring were why I wanted us to come down here.
All right. Yeah, like I said, I was going the wrong way because I thought we were going to the other door. Oh, we did get a message. Oh, that's not right.
That's not don't give up, skeleton. What are these amateurs?
Let's give the message writer the benefit of the doubt and pretend that they were referring to the lizard that was over here. Can you go through those bars? Okay.
Thank you.
I forget. Yeah. So.
I appreciate you.
There'll be a door on our right and this. So I'm sure your spatial memory is all fogged up, but up there is an area we've seen before. We'll go there in a second, get the chest. If you come down this tunnel from the other way, that big lizard is sitting on the other side of the bars, and you can't get to him, and he just spits fireballs at you. But early in the game, if you know that longsword is there, it is a very good time to come here very quickly and run down that tunnel and just dodge the fireballs and get the sword, because it's an extremely strong early weapon to run around with.
I thought that statue was blocking your way for a second, and I was very amused. But
sadly, no. In fact, I think I might have tried to urge us to go down that tunnel at one point to get the fire enchanted longsword, but we got scared of the fireballs and went away.
I don't remember this part. I think we must have missed this section.
Maybe.
Because I remember the zone, but I don't remember this area.
Maybe we didn't climb all the way down here, so go back the other way, and there's a ladder to climb up.
Yeah, I'm just checking if there's anything else over here before we leave.
Nope. You can go up
It sure is satisfying being able to dispatch these guys super easily and not have them be a
You can
pain
go
in the
up the
ass.
tree route if you want, but the ladder is faster.
Oh.
I am like, I could swear we came down here and that same thing happened. With the backfall attack.
I'm gonna gift that and just call it Mondays.
Is this how you would get in? No, this is glowy.
I guess we didn't come down here, or maybe that guy killed us and we kept moving.
Was that a toe ring?
Maybe you got this playthrough confused with someone else. It has been several months since we've
been
to this area.
I will say that my Shadow playthrough, sort of doing research stuff, that playthrough, I came here immediately and grabbed the longsword. So I might be thinking of that save.
Oh, why would you come here and grab a longsword in the Shadow playthrough? Don't you have guns?
I don't understand the joke here. I have a save file on my PS4 called Hatsune Miku, Niku.
It was a Shadow joke.
She doesn't have I don't think
not a hedgehog.
I didn't select burly upper body, so she doesn't even have guns like the arms.
Live and learn.
Wait, are you? There's a Kingdom Hearts reference here, but I don't have the language for it because I don't know those games.
If there is, I am not making it intentionally.
Mo, face your fears.
Simple and clean?
There you go. You got it in one. Proud of you.
But yeah, my shadow save used the fire longsword at first, and then got extremely lucky with the gacha crows, and has basically had a enchanted longsword the whole game. Much longer than we've had the scimitar.
One more time. One more
Yeah,
time.
no.
What?
I'm not gonna. It's not a scimitar.
It's a
not-
scimitar.
I
love a ciabatta sandwich.
Yeah.
Oh. I think you mean a ciabatta sandwich. What happens when a two-toned musical artist gets a hoagie from the corner deli? Ciabatta sandwich.
I hate it.
Math adds up. Mm-hmm. On all fronts.
I'm real good at math. One thing you gotta know about me. Numbers, simple. And clean.
Oh, I think I know where I am now. Okay.
I gotta listen to that song at some point and to know.
Do you not? Oh,
It's
no.
a
Yeah.
good song. Like I
never
When
heard
you
it.
walk away,
This
you
is not the way to
won't
get me
hear
on the
me
song
say-
side. I'm just gonna put that out there.
My very first, like, really bad death and losing, like, 2,000 or something souls.
Yep.
2,000 seems like nothing at this point.
now just
happened
run
in
up
this
and hit
hallway.
that dude in the face, because that's the nearest bonfire. If you're not gonna homeward
Okay.
bound.
Well, so, like, I'm curious how I would have gotten out there in the first place, because I can't
Well,
get
you will
over
find
this.
out if we head for the bonfire.
Okay. Oh, I bet I know what's going to be the thing that happened. A nice
like-
whiff
Well,
on that firebomb there.
You whiffed the throw, so
Oh, you wince me lose some.
This is the, like... This area of Dark Souls 2 is the graduation song area of the game.
really?
Because you're always coming back to it when you're, like, more powerful and you're thinking about how far you've come. You know?
Fire weapon ahead.
Yeah. So I know what happened. So this was like the very end of episode 1. We just, after like struggling in the previous area for most of the episode and also doing character creation and stuff, we like just barely made it to this room and got to the bonfire and then never went back out because we took like 3 weeks off between recordings and forgot about it, I guess.
That sounds like us.
Yep.
Yeah. That's okay.
I did get
As we
the
go
thing
on.
that Peregrine said. It just took me a little while. Which,
We remember.
Which fits.
But yeah, we're good. On to the key.
All right. So we really just have. Oh, you know what? One more thing before we satisfy Mo's desires and go to the Iron Keep.
God,
Oh,
satisfy
wanna
most
do that.
desires.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
a
Such
phrase.
a
I
gross-
don't. I don't even like that.
That one will be the easiest one.
This one, Tower
Yeah,
Apart?
back across the bridge and then up the stairs.
Okay.
This is
It's
unrelated.
been so long I don't remember which of these bonfires are which.
But I think I need to start eating like a big meal before these recordings because I'm currently at my desk and the only thing
Oh, whoa,
edible
what did-
I have.
Wait,
This is not the right one.
yeah, did we...
Go ahead, Peregrine. We'll figure
Oh,
it
you
out.
want to go to Sinner's Rise. It's the first Sinner's Rise bonfire. I always forget that they're two separate areas.
Anyway, I'm just eating spicy salt
Yeah,
What?
here we go.
You're
because
just
I'm hungry
putting
and I want to.
seasoned salt in your mouth with nothing
Yeah,
else
I
on
mean
it?
very tiny amounts, very very small amounts, but you know it's
It's like...
it's tasty. I have like tea. Like I prepare like tea for the recording, but then like if I get hungry,
Drop some seasoned salt in your
And salt is going to fill you up?
well, okay,
It's
like
gonna
so.
dehydrate you.
I mean, just as
Okay,
long as you're not
okay.
eating an entire bowl of it, you're
Well, I
probably
have
fine.
like hydration, Mo. This is the point. I have tea, right? But I have nothing to
But
like.
tea's a diuretic, so...
That's I think people overestimate the extent to which that's true.
I have also drank tea. Like
can't get into. I'm not getting into. Okay. Anyway, my point is,
You know that
I also bought some like extra flaming hot Cheetos today, and all of those is basically like you eat those for the spicy seasoning. Like there's no other like component. There's a crunch.
They're more filling than just the seasoning.
Yeah.
Well, but the point is just to I need like we're in like a fire area, and I just crave a little something. And sometimes, you know, I get salty.
Oh, now I hear you eating the salt, and it's bad.
I actually worked for someone who did this in like meetings. They had like a little salt thing, and they would just eat.
Don't do
God,
it.
all right. I just had a mental
my...
image that I'm going to share with y'all. Inspired by Peregrine, and it's eating nutritional yeast like it was cereal. You're welcome.
I did just buy some nutritional yeast last week.
Bet you did.
Did I talk about yeast on the last recording? I know I talked about bugs.
No, you talked a lot about bugs.
You did talk about yeast, if it's the thing I think you're talking about.
Bug batter? Yeah, no, I did. I remember.
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah. Yep.
There you go.
Salt is yummy.
Yeah, it's great. It's one of the staple seasonings.
You know what? Spicy salt is really good. You know what? Screw the haters. I'm gonna endorse small quantities for flavor of spicy Penzeys 4S. 4S meaning special seasoned sea salt. It's good, y'all.
Sponsor.
Sponsored by Penzeys.
Most people. Maybe not most people. Who could say? But most people like salt on a thing that isn't like your finger that you can't eat.
But consider this. People salt things because they're bland. So what does that say about the thing that they're eating? They're tasting the salt, Mo.
Yeah, but there's a mass.
Salt brings out the natural flavor in things.
There's a mass factor.
We've been telling ourselves that for so long,
like
but you know what? I think the truth is that
ring extend the effect of the spicy salt.
Yes.
Only one way to find out. I love agape. Shout out to Yuri on Ice.
So the Lingering Dragon Crest ring is really important if you're doing a build that, like I was my first time through, where you're doing
like a buff,
a magic weapon buff. The Intelligence ring, maybe later on when money is no object, basically, we might want to consider that, because there are like if we want to leave our intelligence at like 40 or 45 but use the spells that require the hard cap, that ring might be worth it. But his rings are of marginal use. Some of the spells are all right.
Yeah, I think that it's one of those things where getting more intelligence is like, there are more unique effects you can get from rings, and just getting more intelligence is a thing you can get from leveling up. So like, it doesn't really seem worth it to use up one of your precious ring slots for that.
Yeah.
Is my read on it.
Learn his gesture, please.
Oh yeah, mock. Okay.
See why I say he's a dick? That's like...
Yeah.
I mean, his name is basically just a superhero villain, right?
Strayed of Olface, something like that.
I mean, also the very first thing he said was I'm still a bit stiff.
I do not like...
I'm sorry. Sorry.
Y'all groaned at mine, which wasn't even supposed to be like an innuendo at the start of this recording, and then we get this?
We all groaned.
I meant it sincerely.
I don't like
Some rocks can be... Because I was going to ask everyone, like, what in your experience is a rock that is also a dick?
This guy.
Yeah. This guy.
This guy. Because I was gonna. We all know the famous Rock who isn't a dick, Dwayne the Rock Johnson, and I was gonna be like, what's one that is? Like a piece of granite.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Like
we'll have that conversation off air.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Did something bad? Oh, don't. I don't even want to know.
Yeah, multiple bads.
Oh, really? Oh, no.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? No rocks are not dicks in this timeline. That's my new stance. You give a rock a chance, it'll be a dick. Granite, scrape some knees real bad on it, you know?
They seized anybody they found undesirable. Cursed or no.
Mo, are you gonna guess this guy's voice actor again?
Whoever posed even the
It's Kingseeker Framped.
This one doesn't seem so.
It does sound like Kingseeker Framped.
I watched I know this because I watched something that basically
okay.
said that. I never checked, but I'm pretty
have
sure.
I've seen Parks and Recreation a lot of times because that's my partner's like comfort media show. Like that is the show. And so Lord Fancyface is played by Peter Serafinowicz, and that's an identifiable voice. This one is not hitting the same.
We just need to add some like teeth clacks into it, you know? Like,
Do we?
Please stop that.
Yeah.
okay, sorry.
You know, I would go for a Kingseeker Framped. What is it called? Gotcha.
Yeah.
Thing.
Ooh, Primordial Serpents gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, well, here's the thing: is like you also have to make sure you have at least one thing in the gotcha machine that people don't want, so that way they'll put more money in, right? They want to like gamble to get the one that they really want, and it's probably not going to be Kingseeker Framped. It's probably going to be like Sif or the little mushrooms or, you know, something cute.
Oh, I want a plush of the mushrooms. Oh my god. I'm changing my answer. That's definitely one of my top 3.
Yeah. That's my third one. That's a good call.
Like you can get them in 2 sizes, right? Like the parent size or the kid size.
Yeah, and maybe you squeeze them and they make the little noise.
Oh.
I have
That's an extra premium gachapon machine. Right? It's gonna be at least 500 yen.
I have a question of a similar vein, which is if you could have one item from the FromSoft games, or actually one item from any video game, what item would it be?
Oh,
and,
jeez.
And no,
Such a
like,
broad question.
I would take a health potion, because then if I tripped and fell and hurt myself, I would drink it. Like, got no consumables, basically.
Oh, ye of little faith. Like we'd pick something as benign and mundane as that.
I don't know.
Everyone knows I never use elixirs anyway.
Are we looping yet?
Yeah, we are.
Okay. It is very hard to talk and listen to this guy all at the same time.
The trade menu item is the one to see what boss soul stuff we can do.
Right. Okay. So now we can see if any of these things strike our fancy. So ideally we would want something that scales with magic, which I guess is the third of the 4. Right now, like it's nothing on this one. DD blank C, it's blank. I'm guessing.
It should be. Oh, the icons are in the wrong order on this.
I mean, it's the third one because the third one on the right it has the like it's blue, or that like kind of pointy looking one is blue, and I assume that's magic because the other ones are fire, lightning, and dark. I guess the eye.
It's the skull. It's the skull. I remember.
Well, the skull is intelligence. That's the requirement. I'm thinking about the.
I
the
believe
scaling
the eye
factor.
is dark. I'm
Yeah,
not
so I think
100% sure, but
the one that is
sounds
blue
right.
over on the right is magic. So this is a magic dealing damage halberd. It has like 90 magic damage and it scales C with magic, which is not amazing for my build, and I can't use it right now anyway. But some of these might have bonus effects too.
Ooh.
This one's even harder for me to equip.
Can I get a boneless effect?
Yeah, should we read some descriptions?
So
An ultra greatsword
So
forged
Oh,
from
the
the
best
soul of
kind
the
of.
smelter demon. Its blade bears the strength of terrible flames, a latent power unleashed by a strong attack.
Oh
The
my god, you
earth-
sound like a commercial for like 9-year-old kids' toys.
if most cadence was
Super
different,
soaker, you're gonna get real wet, yeah.
if most cadence was different, I was gonna say it was the narrator from Dragon Ball Z.
Oh yeah, that's
never
a good,
seen
good
it.
pull. Oh my god, what are we gonna do with you?
The earth spouted fire. Oh, damn.
We're done.
So the Dragon Rider halberd, the int scaling doesn't get better as you upgrade it. The strength scaling does.
Okay.
So our
Perverse
int's
design.
not gonna help much. I think that's the case for most, if not all, of these.
Ooh, go back to the merciless chariot. Just give me a
God, this-
second.
What?
Give me a second
This-
with that one. Yeah, no, go back
Wait,
to
sorry,
bottom row 3 from the right. The merciless chariot. Okay, I see what you're doing now.
I can't find
What?
it.
Mo, I can't find it. What are you talking
the
about?
item
Mo?
name
It's
isn't
not called the
Merciless
Merciless
Chariot.
But
I don't know
in
what you're
the
talking about.
text Is okay.
Swing low, merciless.
This one?
chariot.
Yeah, the pursuer's great.
Or
no,
this
wait,
one?
no, not that one.
It's the
You
shield
were-
cross-
shield
It's the
crossbow.
Good God, what a mess! Wow.
The
Whoa,
merciless
wow.
chariot. I didn't know. I was just looking at text to try and bring some energy. And I'm sorry.
Here's a tip for you. The
trying to do
title is
that.
usually at the top, in case you were wondering. The title is not the third paragraph.
Yeah, I mean, shield crossbow, boring. Merciless chariot, interesting. It inflicted agony upon others with utter impunity, and the crossbow created from its soul strives to protect from possible retribution. Effect, guard while firing. So, I don't know what you're talking about.
So if you buy that, you can guard from Mo's puns when you fire him from
It-
this.
I didn't make a
from
pun.
this stream.
That-
I was
that-
doing a table read.
That item description says that the executioner's chariot was like doing stuff with impunity, but we murdered it like real hard.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's worth picking this up. It's less uses than my
Yeah,
other
homing
soul
is
arrow
like-
spells, and
You know.
The trade there is basically that it's much cheaper than buying that spell from one of the other vendors, but it takes up the boss soul. But
yeah.
Which
I don't
boss
think I
soul?
see that.
the ruined
that boss soul
ruined
from-
sentinels, so it's not like ones that we want anyway.
Yeah, I mean
They're
you're
not
not
listed
gonna.
here for anything else anyway.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
as with kind of the other games, the boss weapons, except for a couple of them, they're cool, but they're not super practical.
Okay, well we checked it out.
Yeah.
We've done a lot of talking, so let's get back to the Iron Keep and shut up.
The magnificence of my spells does not deter you.
Oh my god, who is
Now
that?
that's an item
Who is
description.
that? Oh.
The magnificence of
I
my
gotta. It
spells.
can't. This would be like. This feels like it would be too big a get. If it's who I think it is,
Well, say it.
I want to look it up first and see if it is.
No, you gotta say it. You gotta
I want to look.
like
no, I want
keep
to
you
look
honest.
up the guy's name because I did a Google image search for him and it's not who.
Where did he go?
He stepped away. The thing Strayed needs to learn is that it's not his spells that are deterring us. It's that he's in one of the worst rooms in the game.
Totally thought I'd be Googling James Bond. Wait, no, this isn't even the right one. Shit. What is that?
The
What?
someone make the "Damn You Live Like This, Queen" comic, but with Strayed and Dark Souls 2.
He just hangs out in a room full of guys that explode and will damage him.
damn, you live like this, Queen?
What's the James Bond movie with the evil Rupert Murdoch journalist? Pierce Brosnan era? Tomorrow Never Dies.
Tomorrow
right?
Never Dies, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Who was the villain from Tomorrow Never Dies? It was Jonathan Pryce. That's who I think that voice was. But I don't think it actually was him. But I'm gonna check.
Price do you think you'd have to pay to get Jonathan Pryce to voice a character in your game?
50 grand probably, I don't know.
The price.
My
I
problem
bet
is
there's
the
no, there
villain of,
definitely isn't a union rate. Unionize voice actors. Or whatever. I don't know.
the villain of Tomorrow Never Dies isn't super memorable, so I don't really. That's not an aspect of that movie I can recall.
If you think
the only
about
thing
it,
I remember about him is at one point he like is typing on a tablet that he's holding with one hand and he's typing with his other hand. And I remember thinking that that was super cool and going to be a thing that took off, and it super didn't.
I think the real villain we can infer from the title is Tomorrow. Because true villains never die.
Even more flames have appeared. I don't know what causes it.
It's Mo with all those bonfire aesthetics.
To venture far into that hole. It was blocked by a wall. Something built.
Yeah, all I can remember about Tomorrow Never Dies is that it's a Brosnan one and it has Michelle Yeoh and Terry Hatcher in it. That's all I remember.
Did you see the flame on the map? It wasn't this. I don't.
Yeah, we're good.
Yep.
I'm glad the map.
I like how this is supposed to. There's a huge map, and we've done maybe half the game, maybe like a little less than half, and
Oh, definitely.
I've still only got.
No, you are. Okay.
Well, I'm sort of assuming like somewhere in closer to like the 30 to 40% range, assuming that there is some stuff post collecting all 4 of the large boss souls and then also the DLC. But
I would say without the DLC, we are maybe a third.
okay.
Mo,
No.
does that mean
I think
the
we're
price-
a little. I think we're farther than a third without. I would say we're a third with the DLC.
No. You are misremembering how long that stuff is.
This is going to be a long series then. And I was sort of assuming it would be like 30 to 40 episodes, and if we're not even a third, then we're going
we
more
are
than 45.
we are making good progress, but the percentage bar doesn't fill up based on time. It fills up based on progress. You know.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
Hello.
Uh,
Wham.
Yeah, I am missing a decent sized trunk.
I will.
About.
Yeah, the thing I would point out is that my main saves for these 3 games, this one has like the most time put into it, even though I did the least co-op in this one, and that was by like a good 10 hours or so. So like the others, the 1 and 3 were kind of around 60, being really thorough and kind of, but still taking my time and really soaking it in. And this one was more like 70.
Yeah, that adds up.
Ah! No, I don't like this.
My first playthrough of this game, and keep in mind this was me not like
Oops, that's not a
me grinding a lot and all that stuff with the DLC and with everything, was 115 hours.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
And a little bit of New Game Plus in there too. Like I basically went into New Game Plus and I was like, how far can I get until I hit a wall? And wouldn't you know it, I got back to the Iron Key.
Wow.
and so Iron Keep for you was like NG plus 8 and had capped out.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Even
Oh
though
my
the rest
God.
of the game was only an NG plus 1.
Yeah, I guess that is what it was. Well, live and learn.
I love doing this every time.
Oh.
It is worth getting hit with an arrow to watch that guy go in the lava.
Yeah, he got dunked.
Dunked right in that ketchup.
Actually,
no, that's more of a pizza. That is the texture you put on a delicious cheese pizza.
Check out that door by the stairs.
There's a door.
I would eat the heck out of a pizza that looked like that on top.
Oh.
Do you think the lava in this game tastes sweet or savory?
What?
I think, well, it's gonna be minerally, right? Like lava?
No, but I mean if it was a food.
How many
If
do
it
we
was
have?
the lava from
let's
Mario, but
Oh, we got plenty.
I'd say
you know
go for
how
it.
it's like canonically
Oh,
food.
Marinario.
Mm-hmm. You pronounced the
Um,
A the right way, so I'm okay with it.
Oh my god.
I mean, this would taste like Costco lasagna.
Ugh.
That's not a bad thing, for the record. I will eat the heck out of one of those, like, take-home, bake-your-oven Costco
Don't,
lasagnas.
not yet. The chest.
See, I feel like it would taste like sour Jolly Ranchers.
No!
Like I think it's a tangy fruit.
That
It's
is...
giving me a tangy fruit color more than a cheese
That
color.
sheen is not the sheen of a sugar syrup salute. Like, that is just... That is a cheese-ass cheese texture.
I don't know. I think it's
That
hot.
is a
I think it's hot sugar, maybe.
I'm so upset.
I can't get past the fact that the lava wouldn't have a flavor because your face would melt trying to eat it.
No, but if it's a food, though, is the thing. We know lava would not be it's not a food. But if
Who
it was a
is?
food, is the thing.
But the...
Look who it is.
Wait,
It's our
but the-
friend.
But the rat...
I just don't want to fight Locato again.
Oh,
He's so
but now
happy.
you... Oh. That...
So
but
like
the
when
honor and the... Oh.
If we wanted to like talk about things that I think about when I think about the idea of tasting lava, it's like if you've ever burned your tongue on really, really hot soup, and like so it would be like a chili or like a tortilla soup or something like fresh.
Your head would melt.
I'm so
No,
hungry.
The burning your mouth is a sensation. I'm talking about the flavor. I do agree.
Well, I know,
tortilla
but
soup-
like I'm associating the flavor with the sensation because I have burned my mouth on those things very many times.
What you're saying totally makes sense to me. I'm with you. I'm talking more to Alex. Like it's a sensation and a flavor. Like you gotta separate.
But I how do I sense flavors without a head? That's like
You become one with the flavor.
Yeah, you.
That's
you
not.
know.
It's not how lava works.
I also liked. I don't know where I was going with that.
You know, lava's pretty much just spicy salt when you think about it.
Really?
It's molten, but you know,
Yeah,
it's
you know,
basically...
it is basically just spicy salt.
I'm trying to make myself feel better about the one thing that I have in front of me that is edible and not a liquid. I'm still eating it, by the way, this whole time.
I'm glad you're not eating the same thing your aphids are.
Yeah.
Well, the aphids eat plants, and I mostly eat salad.
The thing
so...
eating the aphids is what I meant.
Yeah, well, hopefully they're eating aphids, which, you know, I've never tried.
Please don't.
All right. Someone in the chat, if you pay me.
No.
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 No. Vetoed.
If you PayPal me right now $100 US,
No.
I will go outside and I will eat an aphid.
That is a bad deal. Aphids are small. I would do it for 50.
Do you even have aphids outside right now, Bo?
I do have aphids in my on some plants. I'm also dealing with an aphid problem, but you know, just got to undercut you a little bit, you know.
That's fine. No, hey, listen. As long we have a common foe here. I'm not gonna.
Yep.
I'm not gonna get salty. I've got my salt for that.
You certainly
So
do.
what's the LD50 of eating aphids?
Oh, real high. I can almost guarantee you it's gonna be real high.
Okay.
Because they're mostly water. And the LD50 of water, real high.
You got crossbows.
Yeah, this
Crossbows
dude's,
for days.
This dude's cool.
Crossfire!
He's got two Evelyns.
He's got his build and he knows what he likes.
Is it Evelyn or Avalyn?
It might be
What's
Avalyn in... No, it's Avalyn with an A in Dark Souls. It's Evelyn with an E in Bloodborne.
What is it?
It's a triple crossbow in this game and a very powerful pistol if you have over 27 blood tinge in Bloodborne.
Oh, right.
I never got it.
You get it in Canehurst.
I never used it. I probably got it and then.
The hunter's pistol is scales better up until a certain threshold, but if you don't want to use a cannon or repeating pistol, the Evelyn is the strongest gun in the game. For
God,
one bullet one bullet per attack is the distinction I'm making. Since the cannons use like 10 or something, like 15, and the repeating pistol uses 2 or 3.
Look at these little spicy guys.
I'm sad we
These
didn't
little
get invaded up here.
habaneros.
So this is another, as you might have guessed, since the Bellkeeper is here. This is the other Bellkeeper area. It's often a super active PvP zone.
But I'm in the Covenant, so I'm safe.
Pepperoni versus pepperoni. Sitting above the cheese lava.
Yeah, I was sort of hoping you would forget to join the Covenant or pop on the ring. I don't know, but it's fine.
I, in preparation for the stream, because I tapped head 3 times, planned to get hungry, bought a protein shake from.
Please
from
rate
the
both
deli.
of those.
Continue.
From the deli, and it's a new brand. It's a little too thick. Is my review of this Build Muscle French Vanilla protein shake. Yeah, very thick. Could use. less.
I've got a good solution for your thickness problem.
Hit the wall here before we drop down.
And it's much like the solution to this area's problem. And it's try adding some water.
Or some milk.
Yeah. Well, let's see. You know, we're all science-minded people on this podcast. Let's on this stream. This is the 3rd stream in a row I've called it a podcast.
I was trying to remember why milk sounded familiar to me, and then I remembered our pre-show conversation. And for the sake of everyone at home, I am not going to specify.
Yep. Thank you.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Bad.
Bad.
Time.
I just looted something that sounded cool, but I don't know what
The Black
it
Knight
was.
Greatsword.
No, there was something else.
Something tree
BKGS.
shield. It's a shield.
Oh, who cares?
It's one of the great shields, I think. Grand Spirit. tree shield.
I thought there was a weapon that like had something interesting to it, but I guess I should have been paying more attention.
The Black Knight greatsword.
So
No,
the
there was
taste
something
is
else.
good.
There was a third item.
Is a Grand Spirit tree shield just a Deku shield?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
All right, forget it. So no on the protein shake is what you're saying?
No, the taste is good. The issue is now that I'm shaking it so hard that my voice is shaking. But I know that when I take a bite, or not a bite, a sip.
Yeah, that does sound pretty thick.
I mean,
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that was a Freudian slip of what the details actually are.
Take a Freudian sip of that shake.
Yeah.
Ugh.
But so.
Ugh, no.
Now it's just a big glob of protein shake suspended in water. I think this is gonna be a no for me.
I don't know what's happening, but
I'm gonna have
it
to get a-
seems like a lot.
You ran on every button that you possibly could have.
I wanted to chase that little bug.
Now you're over here.
You did it.
Yep,
We
all right.
do not have enough fire resist to get over there
Yeah.
right now.
Why don't I just pop one of these bones?
Yeah.
I'm
Oh, I have them
gonna
equipped.
go to the same deli in about, what are we at? In about 45 minutes. I'm not going to say anything about the fact that they sold me a faulty protein shake.
What? But the thickness correlates with the protein content, so I feel like you got...
I would take, so there's 42 grams in this thing. I would
Holy...
I would gladly take 35 grams for a bit more of a sippable situation.
Water. Add water.
I did, and it just made it made it worse somehow, actually. So, yeah, that's where we're at.
I don't...
Why would you add water to a shake?
Hmm?
Why would you add water to a shake?
It's called a frappuccino. Look it up.
To dilute it because it's so undrinkably thick is the answer.
You just gotta cut it with a knife.
I mean, I could, and that's not. It doesn't bode well for the shake.
To thin something out, you dilute it with water. I feel like this is a...
It's so thick, it's impenetrable. I would.
What if you dilute it but add some salt to bump the flavor?
The flavor's fine. It's a little bit like whey protein kind of aftertaste, but it's protein shake. I expected that.
What if you just drank milk? What if you just drank nature's protein shake?
Protein in milk.
How
to
is
make it worthwhile to drink by itself?
What if you bought whey protein and just added it to milk?
I could do that, but my girlfriend is sleeping, and I would use the blender for that to be good, and it would wake her up, and so I can't.
New workout idea. It's an all-inclusive. It's the making the recovery drink is the workout.
No, but then you're just getting another clumpy protein drink. Because you're never gonna get it as good as it could be in a blender. In a blender,
Don't you
it's
have-
actually nice.
Don't you have one of those weird little like metal sphere whisks?
Do you
that
think
stick
those
in the
really
bottle?
work?
Yeah. Why wouldn't they work?
Because it compared to a blender,
Whoa.
I mean, it's no black.
exactly.
Wait, quick, Nico. How does it taste?
It tastes
Sweet or savory?
like regret.
You can't taste anything.
Yeah, it's a Costco
'cause you
lasagna for
don't
sure.
have the apparatus to taste things. Doesn't have a flavor.
Just because the chosen undead is an undead doesn't mean they can't taste a thing.
But they can taste stuff, just not lava.
But they're the only humanoids that can taste lava.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's I don't know that there's... It's hard to prove a negative. It's something I've learned in my time as a scientist. So... So, it seems like saying they can't taste it, that's a negative, and that means that's hard to prove.
The thing that is being proven is that they no longer have the apparatus that you taste with, so...
Who could say what apparatus the chosen undead uses to taste?
They have a mouth and a tongue.
Maybe
and a
they
brain.
use their... Maybe they use their...
I don't
Whoop.
think I don't think I
that
can
time it
follow
tasted
you
salty.
down this road, Mo, any more than I can follow Niko down into the lava.
Listen, it's video games. The logic of real life doesn't apply. I mean, I just came back from the dead, so surely we can break the rules on how taste works.
Oh,
You've got
that's
so many souls.
that's
I bet at least one of them sticks around in the lava and then is like, "Hey, you know what this tastes like? Tastes like Jolly Ranchers with the sour sugar on it."
that's
No,
not
that's-
demonstrably false. That
It's-
we let's Jolly Rancher that this is not
Warheads.
viscous enough.
Warheads is the candy I was thinking of, but this is the hot Warheads before they're formed. This is tangerine mango.
I hate this.
Oh, am I gonna get
I-
a double?
Hold on.
Go on there.
It's a double
Oh.
flavor.
Oh no, what was I gonna say?
Yep.
Oh no. Oh no.
Tangerine mango, baby.
Tangerine nightmares.
Oh, I was hoping.
That works too.
There's an enemy in the first area of Bloodborne that I have a clip saved of yeah, they're I'm glad you finally noticed that there are buttons that open those grates.
So remember when you said Earthen Peak was gonna be like the Sense Fortress of Dark Souls 2?
Oh, I was waiting for it to just drop when I stepped onto it, and so whoops, oh.
No, it turns out there's a button.
I don't know how I didn't roll off there, but
Me neither.
That was a surprisingly calm and well-executed backtrack. Color me impressed.
well, thank you.
I was saying there's an enemy in the first area of Bloodborne that you can get him to sort of
It's that guy.
walk repeatedly off a high enough ledge that he takes damage, but there's a ladder right next to him, so he always climbs back up and then falls again.
Oh, is it the
Oh,
thick, is it
tub
the-
thumping.
Is it the thick Grim Reaper?
No, it's one of the Beast Boys in the sewers.
I thought it was
Okay.
Chumbawamba.
I just wanted to say the phrase.
Oh,
thick
it
Grim
can
Reaper.
happen. It can happen all over the place, but that's a particularly memorable one because usually they don't loot the same way. Oh, why would you? You knew you hit the button and then stepped on the
No, I
platform.
did that on purpose.
I would say let's go up the ladder before over there.
Okay, before fog door time.
Mm-hmm.
The area of fire and protein shakes. This is truly how I'm going to remember this zone now. 'Cause look at all those cow heads symbolizing the protein shake and all this fire.
Uh-oh.
I really want Costco lasagna now. Why did I do this to myself? Just chat. Let me hear a hell yeah for some Costco lasagna. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Like, we've all experienced those, like, pre-packaged, like, tinfoil dish lasagnas, right?
I really love that you were just, since we pre-record, that you were just counting on getting the response you want.
Oh, I am absolutely. Listen, just because I'm not there now.
Hi, Oliver.
Oliver is fairly resistant to magic.
This is how you get the good engagement.
He also, he does the slow roll.
Oh, olives sound good too.
Well,
You're really in a predicament right now.
Yeah, no, I want salty, greasy stuff. All I have right now for food, like I went to the grocery
away
store
from the wall.
today,
It's salt.
and all I bought was like beer, Cheetos, and like lettuce and tofu.
Honey.
So, I
You gotta take a recipe with you next time.
Because I'm usually kind of, like, I have a bunch of hobbies right now, and, like, I want to cook, and I enjoy cooking, but I'm sort of at a point where I'm happy with a salad for dinner, with, like, some protein. Like, I'm not fancy about it. But what happens is, I just never keep, like, I don't keep, like, cheese. Like, I haven't just had, like, pizza. Like, the pizza place that I can see from my apartment window has been closed for 2 months.
It's not a mimic. Those bloodstains are people getting owned by Oliver.
Okay.
That pizza place is probably closed for good.
Yeah, right? That's what I'm thinking. But at the same time, like, I have had pizza cravings like nobody's business.
Nico, there's a ladder.
And we step into...
I walk right past it.
We step into the Iron Keep, and I look at the floor, and all I see is pizza. And now we've got Oliver as a topping. It's just all the...
Ew.
What's next? Mushrooms?
That's another one of the water pools.
Don't you dare. Okay. Oh, it can't get back down now. Gotta go up here.
We can get back down.
Liz, this sky looks like a pizza, too. Look at this. Everything in my life is ruled by pizza.
Cut your life into
Oh, that's
pieces.
Right,
Cut my life into pizzas. If I cut my life into pizzas, would it be tavern style?
Mine would be. I don't think yours would.
Chat, if you had to cut your life into pizzas, what style of pizzas would they be?
We have a bunch of very careful drops ahead of us, but it'll be alright. And we're near somewhere very special.
I was trying to think of a joke but couldn't nail it, so I'm just gonna say the thought that led to the joke, and it's what if that Papa Roach song was a Nirvana song instead? And that's all.
Smells like cheese pizza. And I'm hungry. And I'm hungry.
Oh no, I meant like if Nirvana did the song Last Resort.
So Nico, hold up.
Cut my life in.
So,
pizza.
drop down onto this one that's, right there. And we want to go get that glowy with a skeleton and a message.
Oh.
It's in the
it's-
cauldron.
It's time.
Oh, it's...
Right,
Oh, I see.
yep.
Okay.
You just
Do
gotta...
I just drop onto the edge of the...
I would do it on the far edge, yeah. You want to kind of drop onto the, lip of it? That should be good. Read that message. Read that message. Oh, come on! Oh, our save is cursed! It is cursed!
Oh my god,
We
that
have to
was so
start
good.
the game over!
That was perfect.
Yep.
I
This-
could
Time
not
to
ask
quit.
for
This-
anything more for that
This
moment.
is the don't give up skeleton.
Well, I
Yeah,
think it
apparently not.
behooves us to...
Unfortunately,
Someone's asshole boss got to this cauldron.
every time I've come through here on the PS4 version, there is not just one don't give up skeleton message, There are like 4.
This is why the skeletons needed to form a union.
I cannot believe it.
That's so good. That was so funny.
Our playthrough has been going so well, and now this.
This is why I was like happy with all the non-canonical ones, you know, because like
I got so dragged for not knowing that. And
it's the one. It's not our fault. It's not our fault. The servers have failed.
They
us.
haven't even popped in. Like you'd think that maybe more of them would have shown up by now, but no. Did my message not show up?
Yeah,
I got 31 upvotes for this one.
See, people respect. Workers' right.
I'm very I'm very happy with that.
There it is. Okay.
Yeah, so walk carefully along and get the glowy. We already have a better one though, so.
Okay.
But now we can stack them.
Shoot those boys.
Like Pringles, like pizza flavored Pringles.
Oop. Oh. Take a little step forward every time.
Yep.
Come on. Lock on. Give me that lock on. There we go. Fine, you're gonna do it that way? That's fine. Alright, didn't get anything from that guy.
Where are those chains going?
Oh, some of them are going down, so...
Like, why those chains?
I don't know. And that must be very, very hard material in chain, though, that it's like going through lava and not just like immediately melting.
Oh, can we get a view of that like fondue fountain pouring the cheese into the
just sloshing?
It
looks like Japanese style Chicago pizza.
Yo, oh yeah. Tilt the camera up. Let's see the picturesque pour. There's a cauldron. Dumping the Chicago style cheese onto the.
No,
there it is.
there. Okay, yeah.
Oh.
So
that cheese spout.
We can do that fog door. I'm pretty sure. See what the messages say. Yeah.
What about this other one? This other way down here.
We will be doing that next.
Okay.
Now I'm sad that I didn't get any Chicago style pizza when I was in Japan. You know what I did get? That looks a lot like this area. There's like a Korean, like cheese and spicy rice cake. I mean, there's like a whole bunch of those sort of like cheesy. I should find a photo, but it basically that. You know what? I'm amending my choice. One of the rooms in Iron Keep is going to be the hospital design. One of them's going to be...
Yeah, right there.
Like cheesy bulgogi.
Oh, this is that ledge that I hadn't walked to previously.
Yep.
Okay. And I already did everything else that was above that. Okay, so this was that same fog door.
Yep. Basically, you can go up and around and fight more enemies, but avoid not have to deal with the traps, and get some more items, or you can just come straight through here.
Yeah. I don't know if I can get back now, though, because you know what?
No, we should Homer Bone, I think. We have...
I got 30K.
Quite a bit of cash, and, the stairs forward was the way we want to go.
Okay.
Oh no, I started eating salt again, but I'm out of tea.
Why don't you just go and like...
So you're just having Sol?
Hey, just go say, hey, I'm gonna go get some water. I'll be right back. And then shove like a handful of Cheetos in your mouth, and no one will be the wiser.
I have to be here. I have to be here to support Niko on their journey.
I'm sure Niko would support you on your journey in this moment as well.
But at the same time, I feel like this is the first time I've been compelled to share food takes that are actually tasty. This is service. You know what this is? This is public service that I'm doing. I am hungry for the sake of you, the viewers.
You know, I'm sorry to break it to you, Peregrine, but I've never had a store-bought lasagna that's been good.
Oh. How hungry have you been?
I've been hungry very often, but I grew up on good homemade lasagna because my family is Italian, and so nothing can compare to that.
I would believe that the store-bought lasagna could be fine if you got it when it was like fresh, but once it's been under the lamp for a while.
Oh, this isn't pre-cooked. No. This is like you buy a bunch of cheese and noodles and sauce in a dish and you put it in your oven.
Yeah, no, this I've seen this before. This can be good. It's just
like, I'm not gonna say that it's quality. It's good the same way that like cheap pizza is good.
I guess I don't know. My like bar for like what kind of pizza I would eat is a lot lower than lasagna. I can eat a trashy pizza all day, but
if you get me hungry enough, you get me in this situation right now, I'm not gonna say lasagna no.
Bearer of the curtains, seek less.
Yep.
Cheap lasagna.
How do you feel about Mondays?
That gif of the turtle falling backwards onto I can't.
Okay.
I don't think people are seeing the Discord avatars on the screen that we're seeing, but for those wondering, yes, my avatar is an anime cat. Yes, I am Garfield. Actually, my avatar is a cat ant, which is basically a can't. So I've been I can't this whole time.
It wasn't until just now when you said it was a cat that I noticed that it is that there are cat ears actually in that picture, because it is not just a cat.
Oh, yeah.
That is a cat girl. It is a girl and a cat. And
it is a gender non-specific ant in the form of a cat person.
Okay.
Watch Hunter x Hunter, everyone.
I refuse.
It's good. Please watch Hunter x Hunter. It's good, I promise.
Isn't it pronounced Hunter x Hunter?
You play so much Souls games. You could take some.
I have too much. I am like 30 episodes into 30 years of Gundam.
Oh,
My
no.
plate is full.
What if Char Aznable told you to watch Hunter x Hunter? Would you do it?
I don't trust that man. No. I would seek other. I would find somebody else to, give a second opinion.
God, now you're gonna tell me that Zaku's aren't cool because they're piloted by bad people.
Oh, I didn't get him.
Well,
he's got too much poise.
Okay. Of course they do. What?
Oh, that works.
That enemy took pity on you. That is what happened there.
I'm okay with this.
Sometimes you just need a helping hand from your friends.
Get him to step in the fire, yeah.
Yeah, burn, baby.
Get out of there.
Give me that. A little close for comfort. Feeling a little singed.
A little charred.
Hey, buddy.
I do have some. You know what? I did buy some chard in one of my salad mixes today.
Oh, you mean some shard?
Some shard Aznable?
Some large Titanite shard.
Oh, no, why? Why? What are you...
Ah, this is the other Monday's gif. All right, perfect. That's two.
I love to be trapped in an incredibly tiny hallway with two large lads.
Now, folks, that's what I call a sandwich.
I don't know. That might be a salad.
Well,
it's certainly not a lasagna.
Yeah, you need more layers for it to be a lasagna.
but yeah,
I don't know why, but in my head I'm just
ahead.
thinking. Sorry. In my head I'm just thinking it was an eggplant parmesan, and that doesn't make any sense. But that's.
Well, that's because eggplant parmesan is terrible.
What is a okay? So I am.
Did it again.
I'm gonna keep doing squats, but I'm a West Coast native, and I was in Boston for a while. I never have had eggplant parm. Can you describe it to me?
It's like chicken parmesan but squishy.
What does that mean?
Have you had eggplant?
I've had eggplant. Yes.
Have you had eggplant when it's been fried?
I've had tempura eggplant, I believe. Yes.
Okay, so let's just that works. Imagine if you put that on a toasted hero with some marinara sauce and some mozzarella cheese.
Toasted like a hero sub.
Yes.
Okay.
The bread is like they put it in the oven so it gets a little crispy, and the cheese melts.
Ooh.
I gotta find a good eggplant parm. I don't even love eggplant parm.
That sounds pretty good.
But like a good eggplant parm is good.
Now, here's what I will say. To Niko's point, I would believe that the problem with an eggplant parm is that it doesn't have a toothiness required. It sounds like it's a very one-note mushy texture.
Well,
yeah, well, and it's also really unpleasant when you're expecting it to be chicken and then it's not, and then you got eggplant instead.
Oh, but yeah, that. Of course.
That's just not a good time.
But like, it's called egg. I mean, you go to a restaurant and you order an eggplant parm.
No, the particular situation I'm referring to is when I was at a restaurant for some kind of like large group activity, and they just did catering for the whole table. So there was just a big pile of food, and I didn't know what anyone had ordered because it was all like done by somebody else. And I picked up what I thought was chicken parmesan, and it was not.
It was a plant.
Hello?
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 Salutations.
Hello?
Well, in the meantime, while Mo gets his audio fixed, yeah, so that's my eggplant parmesan story.
Hello?
Are you there, Mo? It's me. Pizza.
I hate when I do this. I accidentally hit the mute button.
We're leaving
It's okay.
I'm not editing this out.
Gotta
I'm
leave this
super
all
not
in,
editing it out.
No, yeah, of course not. I'm looking for a good eggplant parm pick. The thing is, if the eggplant parm is done well, it's super crispy.
I can't believe how many episodes in has it taken us to get Mo to share a good food pick?
Well, here's the thing. Eggplant parm is not a very photogenic food.
I don't care. Listen.
So it might not be a good food.
I'm pretty sure like the last food pick we had was like a chicken teddy bear with skin grafted to it. Like, we're not...
Let me find a bad eggplant parm thing now.
Like a sad eggplant parm.
Why is there just a guillotine in this hallway?
The shitty lasagna Twitter account of eggplant parm.
That's a good question, Niko. Why is there a guillotine in this hallway?
Oh,
listen, the old Iron Keep is workers. Oh God.
Get those iframes.
No.
It's Mondays all over. Is that a sandwich?
This has been a funny episode, especially the last, this part of the game.
So, what happens to most people there is they lift the guillotine and then start fighting the boy, and then realize they're trapped, only when it's too late. You actually waited for it, looked at it, and then let it happen anyway.
It's for the viewers. That's what they want to see. They don't want to see me succeed.
Niko's getting a good look, so they can too.
But
you
it's
deserve their gratitude.
That's definitely the bougie Parmesan version, but that still looks really good. That toad thing.
Why?
crispiness on that bread.
Yeah, the
Damn.
bread crisp looks. Oh, this looks. Chat, I wish you could see what I'm seeing right now.
The way that fresh mozz is just melted like the perfect amount. Ugh, looks good.
I'd just rather have chicken on it instead.
I would eat like 3. Maybe not though. Like if the bread if you get the ratios right in terms of crispy to
Yeah, what if you overcook the chicken?
not, yeah. Chicken ain't always all that.
Well, don't overcook it.
Don't make the eggplant mushy.
What if that chicken's got mayo on it before it goes in the oven?
What?
Well then,
You know?
then
Why are you
Niko's
putting mayo
like,
on chicken parmesan? What the
pushing
fuck
Why
me
are you
on
putting
the
mayo
line.
on a chicken? That's a good
Fuck off of
question.
my stream. Okay, stop.
Yeah.
Ugh.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Well, let me just pull this guy now on here.
You might just run off an edge.
Yeah.
Oh, I just realized we talked about what our sandwich would be last week. I should take a photo probably this Saturday. I'll probably get one of the peregrine sandwich special. I'll try to take a photo for y'all.
I would make the Niko, but it's pretty involved. Like hollandaise is no joke.
Oh yeah, they call it hollandaise because you can only cook it on a holiday.
Have I shared with you my hollandaise take yet? I feel like I have.
It's home for the hollandaise, they say.
Is that what they say?
It is in fact what they say. We're just gonna ignore Mo until he forgets what his take is.
Oh,
Are
no,
you gonna
my
say that
take is
it's
just that
bad because-
like often like being home for the holidays. Hollandaise is trash.
Wow.
Cold.
There was just no punchline.
Cold and dark.
It was just a punch.
Yep, it's just a punch.
Iron Keep. Come for the iron. Stay for the hot takes.
I mean, Mo has already been the most wrong about food opinions this whole show, so like this isn't really anything
Okay,
new.
but I did bring up something milk earlier, and I want my
Yeah,
I want
but like you weren't the one who
acknowledgement.
started this whole thing off by dumping on ice cream.
Is that what I
That's
missed?
right.
I missed part of the pre-show
No, that
because
was
I
like
was
the
getting
first
water.
episode. Ice cream's overrated. Ice cream's overrated.
I thought Niko meant this whole recording, not
No,
this whole
this
show.
is ice cream is overrated. It's
You know what?
fine.
You know what else is overrated? Your opinions. Just
I
saying.
think my opinions.
I don't think they're rated very.
I think
very high.
I think my opinions are legitimately underrated on this show.
Oh,
Is what I would
that's
say
a
to that.
wall
Those are
spike.
spiky balls.
They're Triscuits with they're Audi. They're like there's innies and outies. Those are Triscuits who are outies.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to get that glowy. Now all those fires are still going.
I would say let's keep moving around. We can come back for that.
There's got to be a way to shut these things off. So
Spraying the sauce on those Triscuits.
Well, why?
Why there's been a theme of Niko just trying to
Because you can.
stare down enemies. Which, you know what, I respect. I've played a lot of Undertale, and you know,
So-
it's
Let's stop and look at the vista that we're looking over.
oh look
And
at
let's
the sea.
Let's maybe look a little left and note that there's a fog door. And look at that.
Look at the big
Yeah,
hand.
look at the big hand. I love the big hand.
Yeah.
It looks.
Oh, stirring the fondue
it should
pot.
be given a thumbs up.
It looks like it's gonna ring in on a game show.
It's making.
It's true.
I don't know.
It's stirring the pot.
So, There is a fog door, but there is a
I
ladder
saw it,
we missed in the room with the fire jets.
Oh, and the spikes?
Oh yeah, the room with the fire jets. You are a jet, you're a jet.
In here?
Yep.
Oh, I see.
Yep. It is super easy to miss.
Mm-hmm.
Hence the notes.
We are coming up pretty close to the end of time here,
Yeah.
so...
Yeah.
That pizza shop is still closed. I can't get pizza after this.
But if we are careful, we should be very close to a bonfire.
I love these statues just having the arms down like that. Like, it's just like when you eat food that's just a little too spicy. I feel like that is the position that you adopt.
They're like, whew.
Heal. And there should be another ladder.
Yeah, there's a ladder right there.
We needed to move the statues because otherwise the fire jet is covering the bottom of the ladder.
I appreciate the interior design but the ladder is not lined up perfectly with that grate.
Nice.
And the effect is not great.
So let's go
Can
up
we-
these stairs
can we
real
just go
quick,
take
and
a
then
look?
I think we can
Yeah.
call it.
Let's take a look.
We could do the fight one. Nah, I guess not. But it would be.
It is.
We're right there, is what I would say.
I think
Aren't we?
that is a great cliffhanger for next week's episode.
I'm gonna go with that. There's
My head says agree, but my heart says go
no.
give it the business.
Let's save the pizza party for next week.
I will explain my reasoning to Mo, and then Mo will agree with me off stream.
Okay, I'm sure I will.
Well, that's gonna be something to look forward to for next week here on me playing Dark Souls. Yeah, that was pretty good. That's pretty good progress. We tidied up a handful of loose ends and got through a trap-laden area of the Iron Keep. From what that part looked like, that kind of feels like another end of one of the spokes. I didn't really see anywhere else obvious to go from big field surrounded in fire. So I guess we'll find out next week.
We'll find out soon.
But until then, that's about all the time we have. Sparkletone, where can the people find you on the internet?
I am on Twitter as Sparkletone, and I'm on the Waypoint Discord a lot.
And Peregrine.
You can feed me at twitch.tv/peregrine38, and you can also feed me on Twitter at terrificbroth.
And Mo.
Twitter.com/Mo_swords and Twitch.tv/Mo_swords.
And I'm Niko. You can find me hanging out on the Waypoint Discord, and you can follow me on Twitter at Corey D. Shaw. Special thanks to Two Mellow for graciously allowing us to use his music. You can find the track Old Haunts and everything he does over at twomellomakes.bandcamp.com. If you've missed any of the previous episodes, you can find them over on my YouTube at bit.ly/NikoYouTube. We'll be back next week with more of the Iron Keep, right here on twitch.tv/Waypoint Community at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. We hope to see you then. Thanks for watching.
We forgot a door. We'll do that too. Bye.